In this video, we're going to go over how the Pinterest algorithm used to work for creators versus how it works now. And we're also going to go over why this pinning method works in the new algorithm. So my experience with the Pinterest algorithm started in 2019, and so that is where I'm going to start. So in 2019, even though Pinterest was constantly saying they wanted fresh content, repins were still king. And by repin, I mean you save one pin to one board and then you resave it to other boards. For creators on Pinterest, each repin was the equivalent of a chance to get seen in the home feed. So the more repins you had, the more chances you had to get seen. And so the more you repinned a pin, the more views and traction it would get. So pinning to 20, 30 or more boards was totally normal. And repinning your most successful pins could easily double your traffic, which was a lot of fun to do, especially on client accounts. Then in the spring of 2020, a noticeable shift happened and those kind of traffic boosts were really hard to come by. And no one really knew what was happening. All we knew was that the repinning tricks that we all loved suddenly stopped getting results. Then we started seeing these emails from Pinterest support that blatantly condemned large numbers of repins on Pinterest accounts. So at that point, we knew that Pinterest was suppressing repins. Things were changing rapidly at this point, and even Tailwind put out new recommendations. They recommend that you only pin to up to 10 boards and no more than 25 pins per day. So at this point, instead of repins creating more chances to get seen in the home feed, Pinterest was now saying that only fresh pins were going to give you more chances to get seen. So like a good content creator, I listened to Pinterest. I deleted hundreds of repins from my accounts and my client accounts, and I only put out fresh pins and pinned them to one board each. Then I waited to see the results, and well, it was a ton of work, and the results were a disaster. I mean, there was not much to show for all that work. That led me to do tons of research and testing, which you will learn about in a future video in this course. And you'll find out that I finally found a way to appease Pinterest's, constant desire for fresh pins without going totally insane. This method will show you how to take one pin, save it to multiple boards, and yet still have it appear fresh to Pinterest. Now, if you're wondering, is this something against Pinterest best practices or Pinterest rules? Am I going to get in trouble? Is this spammy? Do not worry, I am a huge rule follower, so the methods taught in this course are based on the rules of Pinterest. So they're completely 100% safe to use, and we're actually going to go through the rules of Pinterest in the next video.